It's 3 a.m. There's a knock on the door. As you stumble from your bed to the door, you wonder, just who could it be? As you open the door, you're surprised to see a police officer standing in the doorway. Somber, emotionless expression. He's been dealt the dreadful task to inform you that your loved one has just been killed or severely injured by a drunk driver on the highway. This is something that happens all too much in the law enforcement career, especially in the state of South Carolina. People take it among themselves to get out and drive after they've had too much. They put their lives in their hand, but what's worse, they put your lives into their hands. This is the reason that we're out in force. This is the reason we have developed several steps to cracking down on DUIs in the state of South Carolina. There's several steps to identifying and processing DUIs. To get started, maybe you should know a little bit about the definition of a DUI. A DUI in the state of South Carolina could mean that you're driving under the influence of anything. It states driving under the influence, but it does not state as to which. This could be alcohol. This could be drugs, legal or illegal, over-the-counter, prescription. Anything that impairs your ability to drive can and will get you a DUI and some time in a jail cell in the state of South Carolina. And the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is where we look. Over years and years of doing this, we found the best place to look, the best times to look. We've cut it down to pretty much a science. 90% of the time, we're out when the drunks are out. We start areas of the bars, most likely that's where a lot of people are coming from. In my area, bars shut down at 2 a.m. So we know 2 and later to start looking. We set up on back roads, any kind of cuts that come in and out of the bars. We also know that party times, college outings, sporting events, holidays, we know all of this. We're out at these times. You're not going to get away from us. You're not going to get by us. We will find you on these roads. We have many things we look for as we're out and about patrolling these areas at these perceived times. The biggest thing, as most people would think, is bad driving. Bad driving is only a portion of it. Many DUIs start just from bad driving. People swerving, crossing the center line, not stopping at lights, not stopping at signs, rolling through them, excessive speeds. What you don't realize, there's also other key factors. Maybe sitting at the stop sign a little too long. Maybe sitting at the light while it's green a little too long. Hugging the center lane without ever going over. Hugging the edge of the lane without ever going over. These are all just many ideas that lead you to detecting a DUI. There are many other ones that I will not get into, will not disclose. But just believe that we will find you. Once I've made my traffic stop, there's no need to hide. You're already busted. From the time I walk up to your window, I know if you've had anything to drink. I know if you're under the influence of narcotics. There's no denying it. All the mouthwash, all the body sprays, whatever you want to do, go ahead and try. You're not going to get away. All I have to do is look at your demeanor. 90% of the time I can tell from your demeanor whether you're under the influence or not. If not, your eyes give it away. Your senses give it away. You're slow to react. You're too fast to react. You're fumbling through stuff. You talk fast. You talk slow. You don't make sense in what you're saying. You talk in circles. Any of these are good key points. All of these I look for. You will be found. Once the stop is made and I'm determined that I believe you're under the influence, I will pull you out of your car. I will issue you a sobriety test. You will go to jail. And you will be convicted. The state of South Carolina uses several sobriety tests. The three most common would be the one-legged stand, walk and turn, and the horizontal gaze and stagnance test. Practice as much as you want. You'll never beat the horizontal gaze and stagnance. So go ahead. As far as the one-legged turn, the one-legged stand, the walk and turn, yeah, you can practice. You may beat it. You're probably not, though. Just because you think you're doing good doesn't mean you're doing good. We know. We see. That one little time you miss your heel, that 1 inch you get off that line, maybe you have to use your arms a little bit as you sway to the side. It doesn't matter. We're going to see it. The camera's going to see it. And you're going to go to jail. Any way you look at it, you're done. There's several other tests. That could be the ABC test. Be the one-handed count test. Like I said, any of this can get you. In closing, I wish to let you know, I'm not out here looking for DUIs for the money. I'm not out here looking to lock people up just for the fame of it, just because I want to lock people up. I'm not a mean guy. I want to keep the streets safe. I drive on the street. My wife drives on the street. One day my little girl is going to drive on the street. I want them safe for them as well as you. I don't want to be getting the knock on my door at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to be the one standing on the other side of that door when an officer's telling me one of my loved ones has been killed in an accident. Do you want me to be the one knocking on your door?